Yo, 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 yo. What's good, y'all? I ain't gonna keep it here too long because I got a video dropping in the next 8 minutes. So I kind of want to just hop on here and talk to y'all real quick. I didn't want to take up too much of your time, but it has to be discussed because you know it's kind of getting a little nasty than usual out here. You know the whole movement of we want truth, we want truth, we want truth. Well, to be honest with you, didn't that go out the window, low key? I mean, think about it. The people were crying, like bawling tears, putting up signs, chanting at every event, talking about we want truth, we want truth. And you know what? They finally brought truth back. Dude cuts off his dreads, gets in a feud with John Cena, and I can't even call it a feud because it was pretty much just a 2 week skirmish of him attacking him, and that's it. That's all we get. We don't get nothing else. We don't get anything else from this. And then they throw him in another thing with Aleister Black, and then that disappears, and we don't see him at all. We don't see this dude at all until he ends up meeting up with John Cena this past Friday. What happened? What happened to Ron Killings getting his turn up action, his serious run? We're not gonna get any of that. None of this stuff has happened. So all that stuff was just BS. It was just to bring him back, and then we just throw him in catering again. Is that what we're trying to preach here over at WWE? Let's bring the blacks back and then throw them in the back of the bus. That's what we're doing. We're not gonna give Ron anything serious. We had this man cut his dreads off. Like, if we was gonna just have him going back to doing jokes and just being backstage, at least make the guy keep his dreads. We cut this man's dreads off. I'm thinking we gonna end up in a serious role or something, right? I went back to that post that they posted for him talking backstage saying, I'm in the driver's seat now, like a split personality kind of thing, And I was like, okay, this is actually good, And I hopped in the comment section and I saw something very, very, very hilarious. It was someone's comment on Instagram. Shouts out to you. He put, hey, about to have the best run of his career. Mad likes on this post, by the way. Mad likes on this comment. Ron Killing's about to have the run of his career. Cutting them dreads off. Yeah. Um, does not look like it to me. In fact, I don't see Ron Killings or Arch. I don't see neither of them. I don't get to see R-Truth or Ron Killings. I don't get to see either of them dudes because them boys is in the back. That's where they at right now. That's crazy. You would think if they're about to throw him in the feud with something with John Cena as a heel, I could go somewhere. You would think him and then with Aleister Black could go somewhere, but no, this ain't gone nowhere. This is actually insane a little bit. What the hell is going on? Where's R-Truth? Niggas was spamming "We want truth." I'm asking for him. Where he at? Why can't we get him on TV every week? Why can't we get him in an actual feud with somebody? Why can't we keep him serious? Why can't we keep anything? you want to know what another hashtag was? That don't mean nothing to. I'm throwing them in here too. I'm piggybacking off it. All right, cause we on the topic of black people being in catering. Let's go over right over to this guy right here. Well, what happened to We Want Mello? We Want Mello, man. Mello over there stuck in the back, and they got to talk to Miz. And Miz like, nah, bro, you don't want to do nothing with that U.S. title, man. We're gonna be in the tag teams. Hey, bro, where y'all at with the tag teams then, Miz? If we talking about doing tag teams, why y'all not in this tag team ladder match at a PLE? Why isn't Mello in some kind of qualifying match to do something for a U.S. title? Why is the U.S. title still stuck around Jacob and Solo? Honestly, why is Solo still on TV at this point? Solo, he's still my guy. He is. And Triple H has done him dirty with his booking as well. But at this point, it's getting ridiculous. The MFTs suck. The blacks don't get any love. It's just bad all around. It's bad. It's just really bad. Man, it's just terrible. And I hate watching it. I do. I really hate watching it. I'm just here for my boy R-Truth and trying to find out where the hell he at. Where is he at, y'all? Can y'all tell me where he at? Can y'all tell me where R-Truth's at? Is that my am I asking for too much? Am I asking for too much? I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm just asking some simple questions. Where is R-Truth? Better yet, tell me where Ron Killings is at. And can we get them in a serious feud? Or do we just bring them back just for the lulz and then that's it and we just be good now? Like we just that's what we brought him back for. We brought him back just to get a good laugh in and be like, all right, y'all, hey, it's a prank, bro. You know, we ain't really mean to cut him. It just kind of happened like that, you know. Okay. I see what kind of timing y'all on. If y'all don't see it yet, then I don't know what to tell y'all. But as I said, I ain't want to take too much of your time up because I got a video dropping in 2 minutes. Monday Night Raw crash out in the next 60 seconds. In the next 60 seconds, a Monday Night Raw crash out is about to happen. Okay, so please tune into that video if you're in this live stream or if you end up watching this VOD back. Hey, y'all tune into that to that video. Drop some comments and some likes. Do that for the same thing for here. Like, comment, subscribe, and share as always. I'm gonna see y'all next time. I'm gonna do another live stream. You know what? Tomorrow after NXT is done, depending on how that show goes, if it's something interesting that happens, because we will have that, 8-man tag match. So after that live stream, I'm gonna do it. Oh, dream match. What's up? What's up with you? Oh, R-Truth ain't coming back? Oh, that's tough. Yeah. Hey man, hey, look, I'm just wondering where my guy at. Like, I just like we look. You know what? Hold on, I'm gonna extend the line. Dream match pulled up. Hey, hold on, dream match. Let me. Shouts out to you, man. I'm gonna add you as a I'm gonna add you as a moderator in here because You pulled up here late at night, you know what I'm saying, into the stream. So shouts out to you. Triple H can't book. You know what? He cannot. He cannot book to save his life. I have no clue what's going on. I have ZK. Maybe Dream Match can tell me what's going on. Maybe he could tell me what's going on because I don't know what's going on. I remember Black and Gold NXT being great. I guess he was not a part of that at all. It might have been Regal and somebody else, but Black and Gold was fantastic, top to bottom, always fantastic. I swear to God, every week I look at Raw and SmackDown and I'm like, what the hell is happening on these shows? It is the craziest thing to me. They drove me to love AEW, which is wild because at a point there was a time where I stopped watching AEW for a little bit because I was like, all right, this ain't it for me. And then like they forced me back into it. It's crazy. It is the craziest thing to me. I don't know what's happening. Where's our truth? Like, what happened? Karen Cross is let go. Also, all these people. It's the same ending. Bro, it's the same. Bro. Check out my Raw and video I dropped. It's premiering now. But you can check it out after I end up ending this live stream. But that's what I talk about in there, bro. They gave you the same ending that we got last week, the week before that, the week before that. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm a Seth Rollins guy. I'm a Bronson Reed guy. I'm a Braun Breaker guy. I like these guys. Pause. But I like these guys. They're cool to me. But you keep having them do the same thing every week. It is crazy, bro. You can't have them like, I don't know, blow up a truck, throw them off a roof or something. Like, do something different. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, you can't like Seth can't stomp a dude's head in on top of like a tractor or set somebody on fire or throw somebody off a roof. Do it, bro. Literally do anything different. It's like they run the same rap sheet. You know, WWE Unreal on Netflix. I don't watch that because you're doing too much by exposing the business at this point. You're doing way too much. Like I can watch Tough Enough. I can watch LFG. But when you just exposing the business outside like that, it's crazy to me. But on the topic of Unreal, they had a whiteboard where they showed things set up because I keep seeing things on Twitter. I've been on this whiteboard. They like, hey, all right, guys, look. Raws this week. What did we do last week? I bet we did the same thing. Hey, let's run the same thing, but let's tweak like two things out of it. All right. That'll keep them entertained. No, don't worry. They'll still buy tickets. They'll still show up. That's what goes through their brain. They're like, hey man, they always gonna show up. So why should I fix it? We need to go. Remember that time where like SmackDown had like the tarp off half of their arena? I can't remember if it was 2017, 2018. I don't know what year it was, but SmackDown had to tarp off a piece of the arena because people wasn't there. See, we need to go back to that. I need people to stop showing up so that it starts to like get in their head now. Now it starts to like ring in. Cause like it's not adding up. It's not adding up to them. Cause to them, they're like, okay, I could try to be better. But what if I just don't? What if I just stay trash? They're still gonna show up. They're still gonna buy the merch. They're still gonna show up with tickets. And I'm always gonna mention the attendance at these pay-per-views because I can let the people know, hey, yeah, y'all still outside. You know, we still got our 60K people here, you know. It's like watching an episode of The Office do the same thing but tweak a little bit. Bro, that's exactly what it is, bro. That's exactly what it is. They're like, all right, guys, it's August. In June, we did this, this, and this. Let's run the same thing, but we're just gonna tweak it just a smidget, you know. Like tonight, Naomi, you hurt for some reason. I don't know why you hurt. I don't know how you got hurt, but you hurt. So EO, we're gonna have you wrestle Roxanne. Dom, you're gonna tag with El Grande Americano. Why? Because why not? You're gonna go up against AJ and Dragon Lee. Why is AJ and Dragon Lee in the tag match? I don't know, but just why not? I'm like, all right, sure, why? Why not? Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed that tag match. I enjoyed that. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what would have been actually different to see happen? What if we just didn't get a match? Walk with me here. What if backstage while Dom was with El Grande Americano talking with Finn backstage, what if AJ and Dragon Lee and the rest of LWO just pulled up on them and started stomping them out? You know, what if we just get a gigantic brawl backstage of faction versus faction? We do something completely different. You know, what if Seth and Braun Breaker and Bronson, what if they just attacked Punk and LA Knight backstage? Instead of getting that whole match we got for like, I don't know how long it was, like 20 something minutes. What if they just fought backstage and started to kill each other? Am I asking too much? I might be asking too much. Might start watching AEW again? Hey man, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. AEW is not perfect. It's not. Tony Khan makes several mistakes a lot. But overall, his shows be better. Give me an entire show of AEW and AEW Collision over watching Raw and SmackDown. I swear to you. Don't get me wrong. Like this past Dynamite, they had Sky Blue versus Alex Windsor versus Queen Amanada versus who else was in that match? Somebody else was in that match. Queen Amanada, Sky Blue, Alex Windsor, and Billy Starks. Those 4 women. They had them in that match. Now, again, these women you rarely see in a match together, and it's mostly on Collision when you see them, but they showed them on Dynamite, right? It's a fatal 4-way. That 4-way was probably the worst 4-way I've ever seen from women wrestle. Ever. First time I've ever seen that match ever, and that match was garbage. But outside of that one match, the rest of the show was fine. Even the main event, they be spamming Mark Briscoe in the main event for some reason, but even in the main event with him against MJF, like I didn't want to see that match, but the match was still decent, you know, and it ends with Mark Briscoe bleeding and all that, and a brawl with MJF and Adam Page. Again, the shows, they don't be perfect, but Tony Khan at least gives you something that's going to keep you entertained during the show. I swear to God, it's crazy. Yeah, man, the extreme matches be lit, man. They be fire as hell, bro. They be fire as hell. They actually give you extreme violence. And I get it, people, they're going to complain and say, you're doing too much, you're doing this, you're doing that. Look, these guys, they get paid their hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars to be live action stunt people on TV, to entertain the crowd and the people at home, to try to keep both people entertained. And they do that. They do that on a weekly basis. They try to keep people entertained. Sometimes it's not always great, but they at least try to make it great so you can come back next week and be like, all right, I'm going to tune in next week to see what kind of craziness happens. When it comes to Raw, SmackDown, they don't. They don't at all. You end the show and you just be sitting there laying down on your couch just like, bro, what the hell did I just sit here and watch for 2 hours and 30 minutes? I shouldn't feel like that. I shouldn't be sitting here on my couch wondering why the hell did I just watch that? It's crazy because you'll be like, you just be ashamed to even tell people you watch anymore, you know? Back in the day, right? Attitude Era, even Ruthless Aggression Era. Like you could be like, hey, bro, I watch Raw, I watch wrestling, you know? And niggas will be like, hey, man, I'm tapped in with you. I'm tapped in. But nowadays, you don't even want to tell them you watch it. Well, you'd be like, bro, this thing trash, bro. I can't even tell you I watch it. Don't even try to have him watch it with you because they're gonna turn on TV and be like, the hell is he watching? I swear, it's crazy to me. Hey, shouts out to you, Dream Match. Hey, thanks you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Hey, you a homie, all right? Thank you for listening to me rant on about where the hell is R-Truth? Where is R-Truth? That is the question. I may never get an answer. But hey, thank y'all for joining me today in the MVP's Lounge. I will be back tomorrow. I'm gonna do another live tomorrow. F it. I'm doing another live tomorrow. After NXT, I'm gonna review that in a live stream. I'm not gonna give it a video. I'm gonna give it a live stream. Yeah, I'll get that one on a live stream. If it's something insane happens, I'll probably make it a video and a live stream. We'll see. But thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys next time here in the MVP's Lounge. Y'all have a great night. Peace.